So, hello and welcome to another study of the grundfield. Today we will be seeing the main line. Grundfield is played from the black. So let us start. D4, many of your opponents will be playing this. We would reply with the D5. But today we won't play the D4. We'll play NF6. Wanting to control the center as much as a pawn move. Two squares, two squares. Also, this square gets covered, so the knight is better. Opponent would want to grab more squares to control the entire center. All the three main center squares are in his control now. And g6. Now you would be wondering why are we going to the just trying to castle and play, but the opponent would have the center control. But in c3, strengthening the control at this d5. And now you would think we'll go for bishop g7, but no, d5. Now we will take back the center. Here now white has to take it, otherwise black will take it. So white takes, we can't take with the queen because the knight is there. So knight takes, sorry, knight takes. Instead of that e4, white realizes we still have to keep control in the center. So he plays this. Now knight into, of course. So knight takes c3 and b takes c3 is the only move. Now we continue with the bishop g7 and he continues with bishop c4. Now you would think we'll go for castle, but now we will again attack the center. c5, trying to break the structure. Now you would think, why are we sacking it pawn into? And it's an easy pawn advantage for white, but black has a fork. Any move that you play will result into this. So it's not good to take. So white will not take it. Instead, he will realize that let's just take an example. He plays a3, then he loses the pawn. So he has to defend it. So then what should we do? Here, c5 and bishop e3. Trying to defend this, we will bring the knight in, trying to put more pressure on it. Bring the knight in, again defend this. Finally, black gives in as there is no way to attack it more and simply castles. So you realize the sequence can be changed. First, you can play knight here and then play bishop here, or it depends on you, how you want to play. After this, white will also go castle g, bishop g4, developing the final piece which was not developed. And black does not want to exchange the knight, so f3. Here you can take a moment. Here you can take 1 second or at max 10 seconds to figure out a move. Okay, so the move is ne5. The plan is if we plays pawn into, we take this bishop and threaten a fork over here with capturing the bishop. This is our plan. Now again take 1 minute. Try to find out a way for white to win a pawn. Okay, so you can pause the video. Now the move is bishop takes f7. Not an easy move to find. We'll play rook takes f7 and pawn takes bishop. Here white has a pawn advantage. But white does not happen to happen anything, any place. King. Now you think, why not queen too? It's the same, right? But there is a huge problem coming. Bishop into here. Now the bishop has to go somewhere. Let us take if it comes here. The knight comes here. The queen is threatened, so it comes here. The knight takes the pawn. The queen comes here. The knights exchanged. And the queen gives a check. This is a completely winning position uh, for black. The pawn can take any time. The queen can come and take this hanging pawn. Of course, the knight is there, but yeah, in the future, after the knight comes in, the bishop exchange, rook is here, queen comes here, and there are a lot of calculations. But in this position, black wins. So, king takes f7. So, king takes f7. And finally knight into here. Now threatening to 4. So the only possible move is bishop b2 to defend and queen f2. Now here again, it is your choice. If you want to play nfi, you can play, and there is another variation in this you can play. Nfi is also possible, but you can also play c takes d4, c takes d4, c takes d4, and then you can play nfi. This is a more comfortable position after bishop b2, and this is the main line. That line was just if you want to play, you can play it. There's nothing wrong in that. And now the plan is queen f8 is to come here, and let's say he plays h3. The bishop can't capture because of the pin, and after the king moves out of the check, the queen falls. So that is the plan. So queen f8, and the king goes back. King g1. And now, finally, white plays e5. The problem with this is, um, this is a big problem, but white has black has a really strong center that is there, and white can't do anything to break it. The center is really strong, and white will be under huge pressure. So, d5. Now, this is again black to move, but now there are a lot of variations here. The opening finishes, you can choose any line you want to play. One line is queen f3 and try to change this bishop. That is a pretty long bishop and a good one. Well, the knight can't do anything from this position. And if we check the engine also, although white has the pawn advantage, it shows white is plus, but we are not computers, right? Computer thinks that white can defend this position. This is one of the very rare cases the computer goes wrong. The computer thinks whites will win, and without a mistake, white will win because of the pawn advantage. But the attack that is coming with the black from the black side, white cannot defend as a human. For computers, white can defend, but humans aren't computers. If you're playing this match with a computer, you are going to lose. But if you're playing this match with a human, then you have chances to win. Although he has a pawn, your attack is really strong, and soon you can try playing queen here, try to exchange this knight, and then start taking all these pawns. And then soon enough, the e5 pawn will become a passer. You can put the rook on e8 and just start pushing this. put the bishop here, strengthen the square, then again bring the bishop here to uh, secure the e1 square, and you can easily win this match. Just that you need you need to drag this match long enough that white will make a mistake. If you're playing this against a grandmaster, you will lose. But against low rated players, you will for sure win, since low rated players make their blunders in this phase of the game, middle games. So you can take the mistake up, pick up the pawn somehow, and with the attack and position, you can easily win. Like always, thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and don't forget to subscribe the channel.